Hello? And yes, it's Russell Mays once again. It's a Sunday, 1/5/2020. The year is starting to kick into gear, and yes, our government is going off the deep end. What do I mean by the deep end? Well, I have a serious issue with them banning the vaping when it actually helps people get off cigarettes. Tobacco is killing more people than just about any other product out there besides opioids. And our government doesn't do anything about that, but what they will do is keep people from actually helping other people and possibly making a little bit of a profit on their own. So that's a no-no if the government isn't getting it in their pockets. So, my issue today is T21. Now, everyone's blaming the president for this, and he is part of it because he wants to keep the youth from buying dangerous things, if you will. So they have this new thing called T21. My question is, T21 is raising the minimum age to 21 to buy tobacco products. So, how is changing the age from 18 to 21 going to keep anyone from smoking or drinking or voting or joining the military? Let's get into the issue of what's going on here. ENDS, E-N-D-S, is an acronym for Electronic Nicotine Delivery System. Now, these are the people that are involved in all these regulations. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Food and Drug Administration, Center for Tobacco Products, and all of this is as of January 2020. Interesting, isn't it? The current issue under discussion within our government and those who believe you are not capable to live your life as you see fit. Those who want to impose their will upon you will allow them to sleep better at night as long as you keep voting them in. Let's get to some of the guidelines. It was a 58-page report for guidelines. And a lot of it was repeating the same stuff over and over and over again with no solid proof whatsoever. Everything was speculative. So, quote from the guidelines issued by the FDA. It states, FDA is also concerned about the extraordinary popularity of flavored ENDS products with youth. Research has shown that flavors increase youth appeal of tobacco products. Wow! Do you believe that? In 2016 to 2017, a population assessment of tobacco health and study, you can get these online, look them up, population assessment of tobacco and health. These are all the people that are doing the study. Let's see what else they got here. Data collection for each wave occurred during the following time frames from 2013, 2014, 15, 16, and 17 among youth age 12 to 17 who reported using an ENDS product who reported using an ENDS product. 93.2% reported that their first ENDS use was a flavored ENDS product. Is this crazy or what? I guess your first ice cream was a non-flavored ice cream. Is that correct? Data from Wave 4 also showed that 71% of the current ENDS users said They used end products because they come in flavors I like. Oh my God. This is the reason that they're going to ban all this. In the notice of proposed rulemaking for the deeming rule, FDA noted that the overall public health impact of ends products would depend crucially upon who uses the product and how they use it. If such products resulted in minimal initiation by children and adolescents, while significant numbers of smokers quit, then there is a potential for the net health public impact at the population level to be positive. What the hell are they talking about? It's stated right there that it's a positive thing that if they use the flavored products to quit smoking. If, on the other hand, there is significant initiated by youth, minimal quitting, or significant dual use of combust and non-combusted products, then the public health impact would be negative. The data discussed above demonstrates substantial and increasing initiation, ends products by youth, particularly certain flavored cigarettes and products. Right there tells you they did not say anything. There is no proof whatsoever. They did a survey. They asked a bunch of people, what do you like about this product? And they said flavors. Okay. So, on December 20th, 2019, the President signed into law legislation that raised the federal minimum age of tobacco products from 18 to 21 years of age. Folks, I like President Trump a lot. But this is appeasing the wrong people. Raising the age of 21, which I'm going to get into here in just a second, did absolutely nothing. What it did do is going to bring up a lot of issues, and I'm going to get into them in just a second. FDA views this as a major step in protecting the next generation of youth from becoming addicted to ends and other tobacco products. Well, why don't you just ban tobacco cigarettes, period? If tobacco is so bad, 420,000 people are dying each year from tobacco products, then ban them, stop them, make them illegal. Oh, can't do that. That's too much money. Too much money. Okay, now this is what we're going to get into. And this is from the federal government. In law, a minor is a person under a certain age, usually the age of majority. Wow! Is that significant or what? So if you're a minor, that means you're less than a majority. Alright, fine. Which legally demarcates childhood from adulthood. I like that word, demarcates. Separation of, gives a defining pigeonhole to stick somebody in. So a child is not an adult. Well, thank you for telling us that. For example, the drinking age in the United States is usually 21, and younger people are sometimes called minors in the context of alcohol law, even if they are at least 18. So, my friends, my dear friends, according to the new law, T21, anyone under the age of 21 is a minor. Now, did you know, according to the law, minors are not allowed to vote? Minors are not allowed to join the military. Minors are not allowed to buy a house or rent an apartment without an adult consent. Minors cannot work without a work permit. Minors are not children in the eyes of our government and cannot decide for themselves if they want to do something. So, anyone under the age of 21 is a minor, and we should stop right now. Further, you now have to kick all the troops out of the service unless they get a note from mom and dad. They will also be kicked out of their homes, and their marriages have to be rectified or certified with a parental agreement to marriage. The only reason this age increase came into effect because the vape industry is cutting into the tobacco sales. If vaping is so bad and they want to ban it, then they must make tobacco illegal also, because they rolled everything into one category under tobacco products. Freeman. You're going to love this guy. This is findings by Freeman. This is a good way to end today's post. The economist Milton Friedman has claimed that the regulatory process is inherently biased against approval of some worthy drugs. Okay. Because the adverse effects of wrongfully banning a useful drug are undetectable, while the consequences of mistakenly approving a harmful drug and are highly publicized, and that therefore the FDA will take the action that will result in the least public condemnation of the FDA regardless of the health consequence. Let me sum that up. The FDA will ban something that they don't have to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's helping public or not helping the public. They will approve something that will kill you because they tell everybody that it's good for you. This is very apparent with a lot of the medications they approve. This T21 and this vape ban that's coming down the pike is nothing but sweeping everything under the carpet. And I seriously think if the youth of this country really want to protest and demand, protest the T21. Drop the age back to 18 for everything, or keep it at 21 and ban everything. No voting. That'll turn the Democrats right around. No voting. No military. No drinking. No house. No marriage. No kids. Anything. Unless you get a note from mommy and daddy. Or is it a note from your local government? I'm Russell Mays. God bless. Ban the T21 law. Stop the FDA from ruining your life. If you want to protest and get the government off your body, this is another way to tell the government to stay out of your life. Thank you.